Hi there YouTube, welcome back to the storeroom. I'm here with Lee.
I'm here with Joe.
And today we've got a little bit something different for you. Some footage that was taken maybe 3 or 4 months ago. We went to the facility down at Crimson Guitars.
Yes, Crimson Guitars. So for those of you who don't know, Crimson are a UK-based manufacturer of boutique handmade guitars based here in the heart of Dorset. And we've kind of got involved with these guys over the course of the last 6 months or so. And yeah, we were invited down to their facility to have a guided tour and to pick out some timbers for what will eventually be, what will imminently be our first delivery of Crimson Guitars. So the guys followed us around and shot a whole load of footage that we've kind of trimmed down just to give you guys a taster of what their operation is all about and to get a bit of a buzz going about these guitars, which are due to arrive any day now.
So yeah, don't forget to check them out, crimsonguitars.com. You can find them on Facebook, subscribe to them on YouTube, as you can Absolute Music. So I suppose without any further ado, roll the tape.
No one goes.
Soccer boppers. We're professionals here. Well, essentially, welcome to my studio.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
It's an absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to specking these out for you. Basically, we produce a heck of a lot of videos at Crimson Guitars doing various tutorials and the like.
Yes.
And go and check out our videos and you'll see various tours and things. But today the plan is we're going to take you around, show you the factory stroke workshops as it is.
Okay.
Which is in the middle of total and chaotic change.
I thought you were going to say the middle of nowhere, because we quite literally are in the middle of nowhere today.
We're what, half an hour away from you?
Yeah, about half an hour. If any of you guys know us, we're in Bournemouth in Dorset, so we're about half an hour from there, out towards Dorchester way. But it's an impressive setup, the guys.
We're in the piddles and puddles.
Yes. Yeah.
Piddle train tied out of Dorchester, but yeah, phone in advance before you come and visit, because you will need directions.
Trust us.
Awesome. Well, look, let's go down. I'm going to take you guys on a tour, walk you around, and we will end up in Woodhenge, where we've got a bunch of guitars and a bunch of wood.
A bunch of wood. We like wood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not going to touch that one. So this is the main production room, which is looking a little bit empty actually, you know?
Is it Fridays and we're knocked off early?
It is Friday.
You're a good boss.
I'm a good boss. I like to think so. Actually, here we go. So the production room, we've got various things in progress. One of the current series is Raw series, where we take wood that most people wouldn't touch and have fun with it.
whoa,
Whoa! So that's got MDF on the back, holding it together at the moment.
Right.
I'm going to be drilling aluminium rod through the crack. So you're going to see aluminium going across there to hold the two sides together.
It's like a pinned wound.
Exactly, 100%.
Do you know what happens to this?
It's just
you. It's just really just like that. If you actually see,
There's another piece.
this one, it's just the wood that acts
whoa!
as it wants to act, really.
Right.
And
It's not like a fungal thing or struck by lightning or anything like that. Then.
no, it's just the wood.
Terribly dramatic.
If you want a fungal thing, that is a fungal thing.
Nobody wants fungal. Phrasing.
Phrasing. So this wood is spalted ash, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This is spalted ash. It ended up on the bottom of a lake for 200 or 300 years, and when it came out, it was
Beautiful.
beautiful. This is basically fungus that is growing in it. When you dry the wood, that stops growing. If we put this in a damp, humid environment, it will start growing again and rot the wood down.
Right.
But essentially, it's stopped, and it makes incredibly beautiful, pretty, and somewhat crazy instruments. So this is part of the Raw series, and you have several Raw series coming actually.
Made from real tree.
Made from real tree.
As you can see.
So we should probably say we've basically got
What a
a bunch of different levels. The 1 series is a basic instrument, entirely CNC made. They retail at about £800 at the moment.
Right.
It's an ash body with a Meranti neck.
Meranti neck
with a rosewood
and-
fretboard.
Yes.
Essentially, they're as cost effective as we can make a guitar in this country.
Yeah.
Then you go up to the Artist Series, which is roughly twice the price.
Right.
And that has tops and better, more exotic woods. So you will have a top of Zebrano and a neck of Zebrano, or a
And
flame
backplates.
maple or Wenge.
Zebrano.
The backplates as well.
Out from the same.
We'll
piece
show you
of
some
wood.
in Woodhenge in a minute. And then up from that you get something called the it's custom built,
Right.
or custom shop, and that's taking one of the CNC instruments. It's a working workshop. That takes one of the partially CNC made instruments. It goes then to a luthier who will customize it somehow.
Right, yeah.
And that could be, instead of Zebrano we have Burl Elm top, for example.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've got one of those on order. Or a custom stain, or I could go entirely crazy with inlay, solid gold inlays.
Right,
Or
yeah.
diamonds.
So it's the full custom experience.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the base instrument is partially CNC made, essentially
Right.
saving us about 6 or 7 hours of,
Oh, okay.
of
Okay,
routing.
Yeah. So it's
And then you go master built, which is 100% handmade, no CNCs involved.
right.
And completely custom. You can do anything you want. And it's literally. I don't know where to put that now.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
If you can
Yeah,
imagine
if
it,
you can
play
imagine
with
it.
it.
There are 2 rules. If it's not pretty and not ergonomic, I'm not going to touch it.
Right.
I want to be proud of it, and I have to be able to play it.
Yeah.
People have stopped asking us to make, I don't know, Bumblefoot replicas and things. I mean,
Right, yeah,
he's
yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
but I don't want to make a guitar that looks like a foot, do you?
Not at all.
No.
So
Fair enough.
anyway, let's carry on. So I mean, literally, the sky's the limit. You can wait.
There you go.
Expecting the purple heart. That's natural wood. That is purple heart. You should see pink ivory. It's actually rather pretty. So I mean, more purple. Fun times. I do like the Wenge though. We need to do more next with Wenge fretboards.
Oh,
quite striking.
Also Wenge fretboards, so.
I know we've got. So, out to the factory floor. So this is the CNC making some of the fretting hammers that we've manufactured here. Go and have a look. Very nice. So that is semi-spalted beak. Guys, this will be beautiful. Yeah, it will. I do most of the timber buying because I really enjoy it. This is more spalted ash. It's basically swamp ash. And I will buy it in various different states, depending on how old it is. This is Zebrano. Depending on how old it is, we'll have to dry it for a year or two. Right. But most wood these days comes to us pretty much ready to use. Needs a month or so to acclimate, right, and then it's ready for a guitar. But this swamp ash is absolutely ideal. And that'll make several one-piece bodies, and then some two-pieces as well. Yeah. And because we have complete control over the timber supply, we can get stuff that is unique and interesting. Yes, let's go and have a look at the staining process. Okay.
Could you please go in the studio? This is, for instance, a 1 series. So we got 2 pieces ash body and Meranti neck.
This is locally sourced English ash.
Yes.
Wonderfully lightweight, actually.
UK made pickups and well. So
The fact of the matter is that any guitar you buy, even if it's £100 from China,
Yeah.
has a heck of a lot of handwork involved. You can't. There is yet to be designed a machine that can take a lump of wood
Yeah.
and shoot out a guitar at the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the reason why it's very difficult to make cost-effective instruments in the UK is simply we have to pay people. I don't know.
Yeah. No, understandable.
And but we've got it down to a fine art, really, and we're very, very happy with what we're able to produce. This looks like a horrific
Yes.
industrial accident. So yeah, it's the cherry red, isn't it?
Yes, which I think we should call Princeton Red because it's and change the cherry red with the lighter one. But that's just my opinion.
Oh, you're wrong.
Yeah, obviously. So this is an example on how it can be.
There's a little bit more involved. Essentially, we're going to end up doing probably a second coat over this.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And,
it will be a little bit darker.
yeah,
In
right.
the end, this is just the first coat, so
Yeah.
it doesn't pop up really.
Yeah.
And also, when the finish is applied on, it will go even darker, and it will be very, very pretty.
But it means that you can see the wood more.
Yeah.
When we first launched this range, it was actually solid colours, and you'll see a few of those around the building.
Yeah.
But we're much happier with this. So an oil finish over the top. It's a matte and tactile finish. Through there is our teaching studio where we have students who learn how to build guitars and repairs and restorations and things like that. This used to be Tonehenge, where we had guitars on the walls and a wall of amplifiers. And we realised that wood is more important than amplifiers. No, we ran out of room. We've got too many amps and far too many guitars. So what used to be a giant timber store is now a giant guitar store.
Right.
Or will be over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And the amps are up there. And this is a temperature-controlled, humidity-controlled room, much like the fantastic acoustic room over at Absolute. Props. If I could get in there and steal that temperature control unit, it'd need a crane, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's
You
quite.
need a
it's
whole team of plumbers as well, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, no, it's a monster of a machine.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Help yourself. In fact, that's an example. We were just talking about the oil finish over a shred.
Yeah,
This is a Crimson Guitars stain with the Crimson Guitars finishing oil on top
it's
of it.
lovely.
So
Really makes the wood pop, doesn't it? And it just.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say the running theme with you guys is exceptional woods, both in quality and just interesting grains.
Yeah.
And as you can see, just from kind of checking out some of these guitars, they're familiar but very different. Which is a winning. Yeah, I mean, look at that.
That's one of the Raw series that we are working on.
stick your finger in that one.
Comes out the other side. Hello.
Yes.
I bought a load of wood, and I thought this piece, it was a very long plank, I thought it was rather attractive. And but I just couldn't make a guitar out of it, so it ended up being made into a table that was next to the front door of the studio for about 3 years. And then we started doing the Raw series, and I realised I could fit a guitar right over the hole.
That's amazing.
But yeah, you see, it's not traditional.
No,
But it is pretty. Here's another example. This is an artist series. This was one of the first artist series prototypes, actually.
Yes.
So you have a selection of pickups, and that's up to you to choose. This one's got Esquire, or a customised Esquire sort of switching system, which is quite cool. Zebrano top, Zebrano backplates and neck, and the way the backplates go over the side is quite cool. It says the manager signed it.
You're allowed to. It's okay.
But as standard, you can have this with either Zebrano or Wenge
Right.
or flamed maple.
Right. So once you get above one series, that's when the custom options start to
Yeah.
creep in. So maybe we should just briefly talk over hardware and pickups, because I know you guys there are some choices there, but maybe if you could just shed some light on that as well.
Yes.
That would be...
For the artist series, for example, we got our hipshot bridge and tuners, the Da Vinci tuners.
Shirtler tuners for most of them. They do a fantastic 3-a-side set, which we don't have on anything in this room, which is just terrible. The guitars just go up too fast.
And for what concerns the pickups, we can choose between P90s, single coil, and humbuckers.
Right. Okay.
All three of them are made by me. So, we have designed in the last couple of months several options and several kinds of tone qualities for both P90 single coils and humbuckers. So you can choose what you have, and if you want something a little bit more growly, a little bit more smooth, you just say.
And they're made in house.
Yes, they are made in here.
Wow. Okay.
This wasn't the case. This
Custom
wasn't the
mount
case
pickups.
when- yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
When we first met, it
No.
wasn't.
Wow.
It must be said, you are what, 2/3 of a physicist?
Yes.
He stopped his physics degree
Oh, right.
to come and work with us.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's the sort of person you want to
You're in
design
good
your
hands.
pickups.
You're in good hands. So
Now there are other
I think you
options.
chose the right career path. You don't look like a physicist.
Oh, I've seen some pretty gnarly looking physicists.
Yeah, you should see some of my
Brian
colleagues.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
You're in good company. Then.
you've seen what we're doing, what we're planning. The next thing that we're going to do is actually sit out and pull out some timber.
right.
So, some pieces of maple. This will be obviously cutting off and book matched each one of those.
Yeah.
Was like very
You
much
like
this one.
You see, that's
What's
what it's flame sycamore again,
Right.
with the emphasis on the word flame being not quite right. There's like 4 bits of flame there.
Yeah.
That's more
This
of
one's
a raw
winning.
series.
Second one's winning.
Second one's winning.
That's
Okay.
Second one's winning.
Fair enough.
Have a look. There's even more.
I think I prefer that. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. This is a little bit impressionist one. This is spalted beech.
That's definitely kind of more intense, slightly angrier looking wood, isn't it?
Mm.
Whereas this is kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Save the best till last.
Obviously.
I think that's the one, isn't
That's a
it?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice bit of wood.
Easy.
It is.
Yeah.
Easy.
This is something we have not very much of. That's oak.
Yeah, that's.
Although it's closer.
I have it in the.
The elm is in the room that you're not allowed to see on video because it's a real mess right now.
We tend to take a big piece and take out from that piece both the neck and both the top.
Right. Okay.
So you will have a very stable neck and a very uniform top.
Yes.
And it will look everything basically as the same piece of wood.
Wow.
So therefore, that's why we have basically equal figured pieces in here.
I would assume that would be fairly unusual for guitar manufacturing as well. Or
Yeah, most
Main
people.
Street manufacturing, you'd almost never
No,
see that. So
no, not at all. It's one of the reasons why we chose to have them with tops and necks, so it can be fairly homogeneous from the same tree as possible.
Wow.
And intelligent about this.
I like the way it changes. It's darker. And
Yeah.
lighter.
It is nice. Yeah, I know what you mean. But is there enough there?
I think there is.
If there is, we shall crown it
Just.
Joe's guitar.
If we push it up there, I reckon we do, actually. So put that on the centre.
Mm-hmm.
You've literally just got enough. So, yeah.
There you go, Joe. Joe's guitar. Oh yes.
So you have to choose.
Bit of both.
You got the.
Well, I think getting the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll set this aside. Necks. Flame maple necks.
The same top. The same. Your whole.
We put it underneath the CNC machine. That needs to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any guitar makers who are watching this are currently green with envy. What we could do is chop here for your clean neck, and right next to it for the one that's half ambrosia and half
yeah.
not.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Oh, Luigi, you horrible person.
Yes, I am.
I don't think the grain on that is suitable for necks. Yeah, let's get this out of the way.
Here you go.
Yeah,
I think we stick with
I think
This
so.
one.
Yeah. That is going to make fine guitar.
So, essentially, while we were walking around and having fun, an apprentice was finishing the staining of this. It's now dried enough for us to put a coat of oil on.
Has he done the back? Make sure
Yeah,
he's done the back.
yeah, the whole thing's...
So
You know
this is the same piece that we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's the
Like
same
our
one you
work
saw earlier, yeah.
Can't say that.
And now you'll just see it's
Thank you.
the first coat just soaks right in. Now we'll have multiple coats of oil put on there. Right. Generally, 6 or 8 will give us the sort of finish that we're after.
Right.
Let's go and have a look at some elm.
Yeah.
And
I'm intrigued by elm.
almost our
Do you know what I saw it on Blue Peter when I was a kid?
This here is a custom I'm working on at the moment.
Wow.
And this is an elm body
Wow.
with a multi-element 4-piece Gonzalo Alves neck and fretboard. And this is how gloss you can actually get without finishing oil. It's not a finish that we tend to try to get with it because an oil finish is supposed to be a bit more matte, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
We have another timber supply. This, we were talking about full custom guitars, just for fun. And we mentioned that Elm Guitar was designed around the wood.
Yes.
This crazy thing is being designed entirely. Yeah. Literally just because I fell in love with this piece of wood. And yeah, bit of fun.
Yeah.
Well, this is flame maple. It's sadly just been sanded back.
Right.
We, can you believe it? I buy thinners in 25-litre batches, and we ran out of the stuff. So it's mid lacquer essentially.
Whoa!
So-
Look at that neck. Look at that.
Well, so that's the Made in Britain, Played Worldwide stamp on the back, and then the logo is on the front in silver. And these are actually hand stamped rather than a transfer or anything like that.
It really goes to show that when we've been picking out timbers and they look amazing in their raw form, but as you start to stain them and colour them and things like that, they just
Look at it come to life.
they
don't
come to life. Yeah, they really. Wow.
So this is what we're doing. It's got the faux binding effect on the side. This is a prime example of an artist series descendant.
Artist series sits between 1 series and
Between 1 series and custom.
custom.
Yeah. This retails at about 1,400 to 1,600 depending on
Right.
pickups and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is a handmade, hand finished instrument.
It's a lot of guitar. A lot of guitar.
So essentially we are underpricing. A lot of what we're doing at the moment is priced to try and get to establish ourselves in the market.
Right.
Other companies who are building similar guitars with a similar setup in a first world country are charging twice as much,
Right.
or 3 times as much.
Right.
And we're trying to establish ourselves, and yeah, it's coming on. Well, check out the Crimson Guitars YouTube channel as well, Crimson Custom Guitars, because as well as this video, we do workshop tours and
Yeah.
spot videos about all sorts of things, and your guitars will be featuring heavily in those as well as everything else that's coming up on,
Yeah.
on your channel.
Any interest in guitar building, guitars, wood, anything like that, check out these guys because you've got some great content. And if you want to see a couple of Wallies messing around with pedals and amps and things like that in a small cupboard that's very hot, then check out our YouTube channel.
guys.
Yeah, but anyway.
James has offered to donate you his fan.
Oh, brilliant!
Whoa! no. It's got my name on the bottom. It's got my name on the bottom.
You stole my fan this morning. I'm going to donate you a fan.
No. We've got enough fans. Get it?
Awesome. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks
Nice
for
one.
watching.
Thanks a lot.
Have a fantastic day. Bye.
Bye.
Cool. That was so awkward.
Yeah, try.
That's almost as awkward as me.